Majo John Madden in the Moctezuma Colonia on the outskirts of Xalapa. We're several miles outside of the city here. I've spent the last 5 weeks here, not quite in Xalapa, days up here in Moctezuma, which has been great. Those lights over there are the pop-up restaurant of my friends Mario and Rubio. In 5 weeks they've turned out to be stunning friends. And Rubio, what a guy. I'm just going ahead and saying he's the best buddy I've ever had. Because I've changed, and my old friends, a lot of them don't like me the way I am now. But he does. It's been an amazing day. I've been debating. I mostly have worked my way along the Gulf Coast hitting the beaches because I want to live at the beach. But I took a flyer and came up here to the mountains, to the capital city of Veracruz State. And I have loved it here for 5 weeks. The people have my sense of humor. They're more sophisticated than where I was broken down for 3 months in a sleepy little pueblo of 400 people. And the city is very exciting. I've barely been in the centro, the downtown. But I did go there a week ago for a first date. And I loved it down there. It's so stimulating. And compared with that, this place feels like El Diamante to me. It's out in the sticks. I needed to ask directions on one of the main drags down there. And I was fumbling with my Spanish, and these 2 young girls may have been university students. One of them said, "Do you speak English?" They spoke fluent English. And it was so exciting because they don't run across that here. Lots of people who want to try out their English, but can't speak it like that. So I've been wanting to get into the city. There's all kinds of great gardens and parks and museums and tours. But my car, I haven't trusted my car. I've got brake problems and transmission problems. It's a really hilly city. Not having brakes is a bad thing here, so I've mostly been crawling around, moving the car just often enough to not get in trouble here. I finally, last Wednesday, 2 days ago, yesterday was supposed to have my appointment with a really good mechanic who I trust a lot because he already helped me with one thing. But he put me off again. It was the 3rd time. And he's a real good friend of a Rubio over here. And he's a really good mechanic, but 3 times and he's out. I'm sorry. I'm not going to tolerate that. And it all added together. I'm going to go find a mechanic downtown and walk from the car and take cheap taxis and buses to stuff downtown where the action is. So I put out the word to my friend downtown from that first date. She's turned out to be a good friend. Not the lover I hoped for, but a really good friend. And I said, I'm looking for a mechanic downtown. By the end of the day, she had a mechanic for me downtown that her daughter uses all the time. And I said, great. My car is dangerous to drive. My plan is that I'll drive there Sunday morning real early when there's no traffic. She got back to me a little later and says, he can get you in tomorrow. And I said, no way. Am I driving that car in rush hour traffic? And she's Mexican. She's not used to being that direct. And she said, calm down. I said, I'm calm. I'm just clear. No way I'm doing that. That would be super dangerous. So I'll get in there next week. And she said, well, I can give you a ride back to your house. And I said, that car is my house. That's my camper van. I sleep in it every night. For 3 years, every mechanic that's worked on that car has allowed me to sleep in it at night. Some places nicer than others. She said, well, we'll talk to the mechanic. And I said, I'll talk to the mechanic in advance. And if he can't honor that, then he's the wrong mechanic, and I'll look for another one. My friends here are not going to like that idea that I'm changing neighborhoods. I've gone to their dinners or all day on Saturday and Sunday, several days a week, and I love it. I get so happy there. And I'll tell them I'll come back, and I will. but like once a week, not several times a week. Life, you know, you have to make trade-offs. Life has required me to master impermanence, things change, master non-attachment. I've got a traveling lifestyle, and I'm committed to non-monogamy, which means I can't love someone physically without loving them personally. So continually saying goodbye to animals I love. I lost a dog that was so dear to me just before El Diamante. I've been cleaning up the grieving around that because you have to grieve. But it's a great life. It's a great life. That light is very bright. I love my life. I love my life. I've been changed so dramatically. I'm a person I never dreamed I could be. And when people say, isn't it hard living in a camper van? Yeah, it's really inconvenient. It's super inconvenient, but it's worth it. It's worth it. I even kind of like it. It's home. It's cozy. Well, isn't it hard to keep pissing people off by being so direct? Well, I don't like having to let go of people. But the people who can't handle me being real, it's good to let go of. I'm lighter and better without them. And more and better people turn up. Mario and Rubio, the best yet. I've fought with him. He's a big strapping guy who could deck me in a second. Rough guy. And when he tried to tell me how to drive my car, he got a blast he didn't expect. When he tried to tell me how to fix my iPhone, ditto, same way. Don't tell me what to do, man. But they handle it really well. I cried like crazy one night over that dog. And they handled it. They tried to pat me on the back and say, it's okay, it's okay. I said, yeah, it's okay, let me cry. I know what I'm doing. It's a good life. 2 days ago, I got lost in Moctezuma back there. I've been saying for weeks, it's so hilly back in there. I gotta see it. Well, I thought I was taking a shortcut to get me to basically here. I ended up in an area with no roads, or roads that were being constructed by bulldozers at night. I came down a path that it looked like there was no way I would get out. It was really one of the many, many times that God has stretched me and said, see how you handle this. I did. And now I know Moctezuma. I know it. Shocked at the poverty, shocked at the lack of roads, the isolation in a big city.